In the heart of Africa's Great Lakes region, a shadow war is raging. For 3 decades, the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo has been the epicenter of a conflict that has claimed millions of lives. At its center, a rebel group called M23, foreign allies, and a former president whose sudden reappearance has raised alarming questions. This is the story of hidden alliances, mineral wealth, and a nation caught between warlords and politicians. The M23 rebels first emerged in 2012, a group of battle-hardened fighters, many from Congo's Tutsi minority. They claimed the government had betrayed them, breaking promises from a 2009 peace deal. But their rebellion was never just local. United Nations investigators soon uncovered Rwanda's fingerprints on M23's weapons, training camps, and even payroll. This was a proxy war, with Congo's eastern riches as the prize. After international pressure, M23 was crushed in 2013, only to reappear 8 years later, stronger and better armed. The question is, who brought them back? A few weeks ago, Joseph Kabila, Congo's former president, made a surprise appearance in Goma. Officially, he was there for private meetings. But his arrival coincided with M23's most aggressive offensive in years. Kabila's relationship with Rwanda's Paul Kagame has long raised suspicions. During his presidency, Kabila faced accusations of allowing Rwandan influence to grow in the east, while his inner circle profited from the chaos. Now with M23 carving a path toward Goma, analysts ask, is Kabila's return a coincidence or a signal? The ties between these men run deeper than politics. In the 1980s, a young Joseph Kabila lived in Uganda alongside future presidents Yoweri Museveni and Paul Kagame. Some believe their friendship evolved into a strategic alliance, one that would reshape Central Africa. Museveni took power in 1986. Kagame became Rwanda's de facto ruler after the genocide. And Kabila? He rose to Congo's presidency under mysterious circumstances following his father's assassination. Now, sources claim Kabila's retirement was part of a long game, one that may involve redrawing Congo's borders and securing the mineral-rich East for himself. Analysts believe he will achieve this with the backing of his old friends, Rwanda's Paul Kagame and Uganda's Yoweri Museveni. But could this be true? Let's roll back a bit. UN investigations have always pinpointed the backing of Uganda and Rwanda to the M23 rebels as the biggest factor behind the group's rapid assault, gaining territory like a wildfire. This may be just reports, but remember, there is no smoke without fire. Earlier this year, President Paul Kagame openly stated that the recent M23 rebels groups that took over Goma and Bukavu entered the country from Uganda. The government of Uganda has never come out openly to deny or comment on these allegations. Why? Could there be something hidden from the world? President Paul Kagame has in many accusations denied his country's involvement in arming, training, and funding the M23 rebels, but repeatedly says his country will not sit back where its interests are threatened. What do you make of these statements? While M23's guns carve through Congo's east, another weapon fuels this war: gold. In July 2023, the London Bullion Market Association, the world's largest gold marketplace, blacklisted all Congolese gold. Their reason? Artisanal mines were bankrolling armed groups, including M23. And what happens after? Uganda and Rwanda, two countries without a decent history of gold, exploration rapidly announced the exploration, discovery and explicit mining of gold in countrysides of Mubende, Karamoja, and Busia, followed by a rise in figures in exports of gold from these two neighbors. But this wasn't the first time. Back in 2005, the UN banned Congolese gold exports after tracing $400 million in conflict minerals to Rwanda and Uganda, countries that produce no gold but were mysteriously exporting tons of it. Today, the pipeline remains. A 2023 UN report shows M23-controlled mines funneling gold through Rwanda to Dubai, where it's laundered with fake certificates. One trader admitted they changed the papers, not the gold. And who profits? The same networks that thrived under Kabila. His 2016 mining reforms purportedly cleaned up the trade, but investigators found his allies still controlled smuggling routes. Now, with M23's resurgence, the gold flows again, and the world is finally noticing. So how else could you best explain this? UN Security Council Report S. 2005-436 of 2005 noted that Rwanda exported $1.5 billion in gold between 2000 and 2004 despite having no viable mines. In July 2023, the LBMA issued a suspension notice barring DRC gold due to unacceptable risk of conflict financing. The Century Report of 2023 highlighted how M23 taxes $6,000 weekly per mine in BC, Africa's richest gold deposit. What does all this mean? Is it a tie back to Kabila? The same mines that enriched Kabila's circle now fill M23's coffers. As one miner told us, the guns just changed hands. History will soon tell as we keep watching. A 2023 UN report identified a network of Kabila-era generals and businessmen allegedly financing M23. One passage reads, "These actors view instability as leverage." Meanwhile, intercepted communications reveal M23 commanders referring to our friends in the capital. No direct proof links Kabila, but the patterns are undeniable. As one Congolese officer told us anonymously, this war isn't about ideology, it's about power, minerals, and old vendettas. Today, Congo stands at a crossroads. With elections looming and M23 advancing, the world must decide. Will it ignore another chapter in Congo's tragedy, or finally hold the architects of this war accountable? Because if history teaches us one lesson, it's this. In Congo, the shadows always tell the real story.